The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now.
When I first heard it, I was like, damn, you know, why would 50 come at me like that? You know, I felt like, pause.
Oh, I only felt that, because he said, well, there ain't no money. Like, after you get you a watch, chain, and you look out for the homies, and you do this, then it's nothing.
And that's another thing I was kind of shocked that someone like him would be, worried about my pocket, at all.
Things just got wild. 50 Cent isn't holding back, and the drama between him and Dame Dash has officially hit a boiling point. What started as subtle jabs in interviews has now spiraled into a full-blown feud, with shocking death threats adding fuel to the fire.
And I was like, nigga, I'm from 134th Street. $1 million is a lot of money.
Right.
I think I hit the lotto.
Right.
Yes, you heard that right. Threats. 50's known for his no-nonsense attitude, but this time he's fired back harder than ever, leaving everyone wondering, how did it get this bad? Is this just another chapter in their long-standing beef, or has it finally crossed the line? Buckle up, because we're about to break down the latest explosive details that have 50 Cent fuming and Dame Dash at the center of serious controversy. And this isn't your regular hip-hop beef. The stakes are higher than ever.
I just never forgot that because of how it felt.
Was that the only offer you got? Was any other labels offered you?
I met with everybody. I met with Clue, Desert Storm, all of them. It's because I wanted them to say they was doing the deal with me.
Rumors have been swirling for years that 50 Cent and Dame Dash have never really seen eye to eye. It's no secret that both are powerhouses in their own right. 50 built his empire from the streets to Hollywood, while Dame Dash co-founded one of the biggest labels in hip-hop, Roc-A-Fella. But behind the scenes, whispers of tension between the two have been around since the early 2000s.
I'm a chairman of a board, so I'm thinking, like, why would someone like that hasn't been getting at me at all for all these years, especially about something like another man's pocket?
One of the long-standing rumors stems from the time when 50 Cent's G-Unit was dominating the early 2000s, and Dame Dash was still riding high as co-founder of Roc-A-Fella Records. Both 50 and Dame were involved in shaping the future of hip-hop, but with very different approaches. Some insiders claim that there was a quiet competition between the Roc-A-Fella camp and 50 Cent's G-Unit crew.
Somebody definitely sent me that cute 50 said about me not having no money. And because of that, I feel like now me and 50 should have a battle.
It's been said that Dame might have seen 50 Cent's rise as a threat to Roc-A-Fella's dominance. As 50's music career skyrocketed, G-Unit became a major force, and rumors suggest that Dame wasn't too happy about sharing the spotlight. With their respective entourages and brands competing for the same slice of the rap game, there were murmurings of behind-the-scenes tension, though nothing ever became public. We all know the hip-hop world has long been fueled by power struggles and rivalries, and none may be more fascinating or more under the radar than the whispered feud between Roc-A-Fella and G-Unit. While Jay-Z and 50 Cent were undoubtedly at the forefront of these powerhouse brands, insiders have long speculated that the real tension simmered between two other pivotal figures, Dame Dash and 50 Cent. The rivalry between Roc-A-Fella and G-Unit may have never exploded publicly, but beneath the surface, there were reportedly moves and counter-moves that added layers of tension and competition.
I'll say G-Unit.
G-Unit?
I'll say G-Unit. Because of their run, and not just because we was out with them.
In the early 2000s, Roc-A-Fella Records was one of the biggest names in hip-hop, thanks to Jay-Z's superstardom and the entrepreneurial vision of Dame Dash. At the same time, 50 Cent's G-Unit was rising like a rocket, fueled by the massive success of his debut album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', and his partnership with Dr. Dre and Eminem. Rumors circulated that Dame Dash didn't appreciate 50 Cent's sudden rise to fame. He saw him as a threat not just to Roc-A-Fella's reign, but also to his own influence in the hip-hop world.
What $1 million is to the first-time rapper. First of all, it's taxed half.
It's said that Dame saw G-Unit's success as a power grab, with 50 Cent and his crew dominating the streets, the charts, and the streets of the charts. Roc-A-Fella, known for its luxury brand of rap and high-fashion aesthetics, was being challenged by G-Unit's street-level authenticity and grittier image. Whispers spread that Dame felt disrespected by how quickly 50 Cent took over, as if he bypassed the traditional industry grind that Roc-A-Fella artists had to go through.
I got 20 million followers. Jay-Z he got a big influence. Beyonce, this is the umbrella, I'm telling you.
Behind the scenes, the competition between these two camps allegedly got ugly. Some rumors claim that Dame Dash was working behind the scenes to block G-Unit's moves, whether it was trying to keep certain producers or artists loyal to Roc-A-Fella, or even spreading negative press about G-Unit. At the same time, it's said that 50 Cent wasn't one to take such actions lightly. There were whispers that 50 made it clear to people in the industry that anyone siding with Roc-A-Fella wouldn't be welcome in his camp. There's one particularly juicy rumor that suggests Dame Dash personally tried to poach producers who had been working with 50 Cent, offering them bigger payouts and promises of more industry connections. Word has it that this sparked a quiet Cold War between the two camps, with people in the industry having to choose sides. Some producers and executives who were close to Roc-A-Fella allegedly found themselves blacklisted from G-Unit projects. Some even claim that this rivalry may have played a role in certain artists who were supposed to collaborate with both labels mysteriously backing out, citing scheduling conflicts that insiders believe were actually the result of pressure from either Dame or 50 Cent's teams. The rivalry between Roc-A-Fella and G-Unit wasn't just about money or control of the music charts, it was about influence. Roc-A-Fella, with its slick, aspirational image, had built its empire on the concept of luxury. Expensive clothes, cars, and champagne. G-Unit, however, represented a grittier, more street-oriented vision of success, one where hustle and survival took precedence over high fashion. I thought the S was A8, but I'ma keep it 100. The shit was too smart, he said. I felt like I was supposed to be wearing glasses in S and a tie and a F sweater around my waist. It was Ivy League S. That shit was like golf course music. Dame Dash was known for pushing the Roc-A-Fella lifestyle hard, and there are whispers that he felt personally insulted by the fact that 50 Cent's success was eating away at Roc-A-Fella's dominance in the culture. G-Unit merchandise was flying off the shelves, while Roc-A-Wear, though still popular, wasn't capturing the streets the same way anymore. One rumor even suggests that Dame Dash, who prided himself on being a true businessman, saw 50 Cent's street persona as a kind of betrayal to what hip-hop was becoming, less about artistry and more about marketing. There's speculation that Dame made snide comments behind closed doors about how 50 was using his gangster image as a way to manipulate the industry, which didn't sit well with 50 Cent's camp.
He said, well, that ain't no money. Like, after you get you a watch, chain, and you look out for the homies.
The alleged rivalry, while not as publicized as other beefs, reportedly had a real impact on both Dame Dash and 50 Cent's respective empires. For Dame, the tension with G-Unit may have added to the already existing cracks in Roc-A-Fella. As Jay-Z began distancing himself from Dame and aligning more with corporate America, there were whispers that the stress from competing with rising giants like G-Unit only made things worse for Dame standing within the Roc-A-Fella fold. Some even speculate that Dame's obsession with maintaining Roc-A-Fella's dominance may have contributed to his eventual fallout with Jay-Z and the disbanding of Roc-A-Fella Records as we once knew it. For 50 Cent, the rumored feud with Dame Dash may have been just one of many battles in his rise to the top, but it reportedly reinforced his ruthless reputation in the industry. Some say that 50's cutthroat business moves were in part a response to the tension with Roc-A-Fella. He learned early on that to survive in the music industry, you had to crush your competition before they crushed you.
Jay helped you?
As a competitor.
I'm about $1. What the is 50 cents? They go to war.
Explain it.
Yeah, because he never was someone that you communicate with.
Though nothing ever escalated into a public battle, the rumors and quiet maneuvering behind the scenes have become part of hip-hop lore. Both 50 Cent and Dame Dash moved on to different ventures. 50 with his hugely successful TV empire, and Dame, though struggling in the music world, continuing to champion independent business ownership. Whether or not the Roc-A-Fella versus G-Unit rivalry was as intense as some rumors suggest, it certainly left its mark on the culture. The tension, the subtle digs, and the behind-the-scenes power moves all created an atmosphere of competition that may have contributed to the eventual downfall of Roc-A-Fella and the solidification of 50 Cent's empire. there have been rumors that behind closed doors, deals fell apart because of their mutual dislike, and even certain business partners refused to get involved when both were in the same room. Whether it was egos, power plays, or just clashing personalities, the tension between these two has been an open secret for a long time. And now, with these latest threats flying around, it seems like things have finally reached a breaking point. Behind the glamour of the music industry, there's always been a cutthroat battle for control, influence, and money. And when it comes to Dame Dash and 50 Cent, their respective strategies and business acumen made them feared and respected. But whispers in industry circles suggest that when these two moguls started crossing paths, it wasn't just about music, it was about power. What followed was a series of backroom deals, strategic sabotage, and shady alliances that some claim helped reshape the trajectory of both of their careers. 50 was popping it through what I heard that he had that $12 million to buy Roc-A-Fella and beat Jay's boss. But where you at? Dame said in an interview. It's still for sale. The prices are up, but they pushed the auction back. In the early 2000s, Dame Dash was on top of the world. Roc-A-Fella Records was a dominant force in the industry, producing hit after hit with Jay-Z leading the charge. Beyond the music, Dame was making serious moves with Roc-A-Wear, which was quickly becoming a major player in urban fashion. Dash saw himself as the ultimate business mogul. He didn't just create music, he was building an empire that was supposed to last. Rumors suggest that Dame Dash wasn't thrilled about 50's meteoric rise and saw him as a direct threat to his reign. According to insider sources, Dame allegedly started maneuvering behind the scenes, attempting to block 50 Cent from getting certain lucrative deals. There are claims that Dash pulled strings with key industry players, leaning on his connections to ensure that G-Unit wouldn't get certain brand partnerships or endorsements. At the time, Roc-A-Wear was a juggernaut in the fashion world, and Dame allegedly feared that G-Unit's streetwear would cut into his empire's market share. One particularly juicy rumor claims that Dame tried to block 50's entrance into the film industry as well. When 50 was gearing up to release Get Rich or Die Trying the movie, whispers spread that Dame may have reached out to certain Hollywood connections, hoping to throw a wrench in 50's plans. Though nothing materialized publicly, the behind-the-scenes power plays painted a picture of two titans battling for territory, not just in music, but in every aspect of business. But if Dame was trying to undercut 50, the Queensbred rapper wasn't about to sit back and let it happen. 50 has always been known for his aggressive business tactics, and industry insiders claim he fired back by making sure anyone who sided with Roc-A-Fella felt the heat. One source claims that 50 put out a quiet message: "If you're with Dame, you're not with me." This allegedly led to some key producers and collaborators walking away from Roc-A-Fella projects, fearful that they would lose opportunities with G-Unit, who was quickly becoming a powerhouse. Some in the industry suggest that 50 Cent's reputation for being a shrewd, no-nonsense businessman was cemented during this period. Those who might have once doubted his longevity now saw him as a true power player, one who had outlasted not only his rap rivals but business moguls like Dame Dash as well. To this day, the rumored power moves between Dame Dash and 50 Cent remain the stuff of industry legend. 50 Cent remains hip-hop's king of petty as he joins in on laughing at Dame Dash's dental mishap. The Roc-A-Fella Records co-founder floored Instagram Live viewers when his custom blinged-out grill fell from his mouth for all to see on Sept. 5. Fans knew it would not take long for the G-Unit rapper to get a hold of the footage and make a mockery of the former music executive, especially given the fact that 50 Cent recently rehashed how Dame proved himself to be a hater. In his $1 million worth of game interview, he recalled, "The only person that pointed out $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now," said 50 about his industry contemporaries' comments about his first music contract. "How you gonna say that's no money?" he asked. While on Live, Dash seemed to address the slight when asked if he would entertain joining forces with 50 Cent for a film or television project. In short, he said, "I'm never mad at generals linking up. I wouldn't have even acknowledged him if I didn't think he was worthy of being an opponent. A lot of gas talk, I don't even acknowledge it, but 50 Cent, oh yeah, let's go." The two men are currently in a standoff instigated by Dame to see who will release an app for their media networks first. A deal for 50 Cent Action, an ad-free channel, was inked with Lionsgate in August. Dame is the founder of the self-funded American New Network. Moments later, as he took a sip of orange juice, his grill fell out of his mouth. Dame tried to obstruct viewers from seeing the aftermath as he pointed the camera away from his face, before eventually handing the phone to a woman who was standing nearby. In the back, he was briefly observed seemingly trying to place the flashy accessory back in place. The Power franchise co-creators swiftly spliced together a video of Dame and rappers Hurricane Chris and D3ath, who dared to speak out against him in a laugh-inducing video. In between the clips, he flipped through the pages of his new book, a novel titled The Accomplice. Though other artists were highlighted, 50 Cent made certain to give Dame special attention in the caption. "Wow, ya man, teeth fell out his mouth, lol. What a week, all roads lead to Shreveport, let's work. LMAO," he wrote. In the comments, a follower wrote, "They do it to themselves all the time. Never fails." 50 Cent followed with another video poking fun at Dame, captioning it, "I don't know why things are the way they are, but lately every time somebody tries some dumb S." Dame even joined in on the mockery when he reshared an edit of the incident, writing, "My diamond grills popped out because that's what happens when you're broke." Eventually, Dame Dash offered an explanation for what appeared to be his teeth, or grill, flying out of his mouth. "First of all, S is not dentures. These are my grills," the former Roc-A-Fella boss said while pointing to the diamond grill covering his top row of teeth. He went on to explain that he has had dental implants for 20 years and is in need of the required oral surgery to get them replaced. One person talked about the feud saying, "Standing on his square with a CEO challenge. Now that is the type of challenges we should be watching and promoting." Dame. Another one added, "Underscore the fact Dame said he needs 50 to accept the challenge. Dame wants publicity. He is marketing his ventures." Smart man, that's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.